Hi everyone, we are live today with Andrew Cohen, Associate Director for Campus Visit. Hi Andrew.
Hi everyone.
How are you?
Good.
Good. So Andrew, why don't we start with you telling everyone a little bit about what you do here at Hofstra?
Sure. So as the Associate Director for Campus Visit, I oversee all of our on-campus recruitment efforts. So whenever prospective students or guidance counselors come to visit campus, I either work directly or indirectly with them. So things like our full open house, our daily visits, our class visit program called Up Close, and as well as now this time of year, our admitted student programming as well are all kind of under the umbrella of Campus Visit here at Hofstra. And so I have a hand in that. The other thing that is a great part of my job is I also supervise our Pride Guide program and our about 30 paid student ambassadors here in our office.
Awesome. So, Andrew, what is the value of a campus visit for a prospective student or an admit?
Yeah, for sure. So I think nowadays with social media and the internet, people are finding out lots of information about schools online, and there are tons of different search engines to find that information out, and there are publications and postcards that are sent. But really, I think the best way to decide if a college is right for you is to actually step foot on that campus and talk to as many people as possible and really get a feel for what it's like and to be able to close your eyes and picture yourself here on campus and as a student in the future.
Speaking of stepping foot on campus, going back to when you first stepped foot on campus for the first time here at Hofstra, what was that initial feeling like for you?
Yeah, so I've been at Hofstra for about 5 years, and I remember when I came for my interview and the first time I stepped foot on campus, I actually makes perfect sense. When I was scheduled for an interview, I wanted to go on a campus tour because I understood the importance of it. And I remember my student ambassador, Alex, who took us around on campus, and I just was in awe about all the different things that were happening on campus on the normal Monday through Friday that I came to visit. There wasn't anything special, but there was just a lot going on, and that was very impressive. The other thing I loved too was the Unispan. As weird as that is, I think the Unispan is a cool way to connect our residential side of campus with our academic side of campus, and kind of also creates a little bit of a separation between the two. I always tell families, when you think campus is so large, it really ends up being much smaller because you have that feeling of going to class and going over to the Unispan in the morning, and then at the end of the day, you have the feeling of going home and kind of creating that separation. And I thought that was something very unique and I really liked. Aside
from the Unispan, what would you say is your favorite part of campus?
For sure. I think Hofstra is the community. The community that Hofstra has is really a family. And I think one of the things I see when you come visit campus, you might see a group of preschoolers and a group from our daycare walking across campus. A lot of those children are employee and faculty their children, and I think that's a really great way to show that Hofstra really is a family, and that everyone here, no matter whether you're a student, a faculty member, or a staff member, we all are looking out for each other and taking care of each other, and are parts of each other's lives. So I can think of one specific example was one of our students when she was a senior getting ready to graduate, and she was working her shift here in our office when she got her first job acceptance, and our office was part of that, and she was jumping for joy and screaming, and we then jumped for joy, and we all gave her hugs, and it was such a special moment to be a part of that, and those things happen all the time here.
That's awesome. There are a lot of different opportunities for people to come and visit campus and take tours and get info sessions. What would you say is your favorite Hofstra admission event?
Mm-hmm. I think all admitted student days are an exciting time of year, and all of them are really, really my favorite. It's just the excitement for admitted students coming and that moment when they realize that Hofstra is the place for me, and they kind of have this aha moment, and those are always exciting. I remember last admitted student days, there was a whole group of admitted students that actually all were hanging out together, and all their parents were hanging out together, kind of totally separate, and they all kind of separated and spent the day together, and then at the end of the day reconvened. And so you see those types of things at Admitted Student Day, and are kind of participate in that moment that they're making such a big decision. So that's always my favorite.
And we have some extended visit opportunities coming up fairly soon. Can you talk a little bit about that?
For sure. So here in New York and across the Northeast, as well as around the country, a lot of people have off for a long weekend for President's Day, but especially kind of this area, we have President's Week and a February break for a lot of students. So we have some enhanced visit opportunities during that week, starting on the 17th of February and running through the end of the month, are really a great way to visit campus and get that inside look of what it's like. But we are running visit programs throughout the year, so there are visits usually 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, and there's a lot of different opportunities. So you kind of have to think about what you want to get out of your visit. So do you want to see what a classroom environment is like and understand that interaction between faculty and students in a classroom, kind of in that authentic experience, and go to a class, and maybe that would be participating in our Up Close program. Or you want to come to an admitted student day and kind of see all that excitement. So you have to kind of think about what you want, and then maybe reach out to your admission counselor. They're more than willing to help work with you to figure out what the best visit is and the best time of year to visit. But definitely come visit.
What would you say is one of the most unique things about a Hofstra info session and tour?
Yeah, definitely. When you come to campus, no matter what type of visit you come to Hofstra, you're not just going to meet one Hofstra student, you're going to meet lots of Hofstra students. I think that's important. You want to try and meet as many people as possible. That first person you meet might not be the same major that you're interested in, or might be involved in things that are not really of what interests you, but maybe that second one you really connect with. So I think no matter when you come to visit Hofstra, you're going to meet multiple students, and I would encourage you to make sure that you meet multiple students when you visit campus, and also in addition to talking to our tour guides and the Pride guides, talk to students on campus and ask questions, and students are happy to answer those questions, and that will give you kind of the inside look of what it's like to be a Hofstra community member.
And for people who are interested in learning more about campus visits at Hofstra, where can they go?
Yeah, it's easy. It's hofstra.edu/campus visit, and you can see everything that we have to offer kind of throughout the year. And if you have questions, definitely reach out here to the Office of Admission, and we're happy to kind of guide you towards the right visit for you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Andrew.
Awesome. Have a good day and see you on campus.